Morning guys, it's Kenny from Hot Tubs Oxfordshire. In today's video we're going to do a step-by-step what we do in one of our services. So we're going to start, when we turn up, we're going to check the operation, make sure everything's working okay, and we're going to test the water. If we find anything way out of line, then we can advise the customer where we're going wrong. So with a test strip, going into the water, pull it out, count to 15, and then compare it on the chart. And I can already tell you now, looking at this, that the chlorine is well overdosed, so we'll advise the customer that they're probably putting far too much chlorine in, and then just balancing out the pH, that's slightly low, so we'd advise them a bit more pH, get that balance to look after the tub. Alright, so we'll do a step by step so you can see what we include. So we've checked the operation of the tub, everything's working as it should, so we're going to pop the filters out, treat them, and we're going to start the flush, and then we'll get the front panel open and we'll start checking on the inside to see what's going on in there. So we've removed the filters, we've put the cleaner on them, we'll leave them to soak. We're going to now add the pipe flush to give the system a real good clean. So in goes the pipe flush with the pump running, and you see that will start foaming up after a few seconds and go to work. So we'll leave that running for a good while and give the system a real good clean through. So we've now got the front panel open, we're going to be testing the pumps and the heater, make sure that they're all within their ranges. So we know on this pump that low speed it should be running at 3 amps, high speed 10 amps. So we've got the low speed cable, we're just going to clamp it, and we've got a reading there of 2.98 amps, so we know that that's almost spot on. And then with the high speed, we're going for the red cable, we're going to click it up into high speed, and that's coming up at 9.8 amps, so it should be 10, so again that's well within its range and it's going to be okay. Whilst we've also got the front panel open, we're checking for signs of leaks, so we're going to check over the plumbing, check the floor, and again on this one we can see that it's all dry, but we'll have a bit more of a thorough check. And whilst we've got it open, we'll test the heater. So while the system's still flushing, we're going to start cleaning the hot tub cover. This is a vinyl, so we're going to use a shine and protect on the exterior of the cover. It's going to give it a bit of protection from the UVs and chemicals and stuff. So give it a good clean with that. On the internal of the cover, what we use is a watered down chlorine solution, so that will kill off any germs or bacteria. So give it a real good going over with that, and it just keeps on top of the cover, and it keeps the vinyl supple, so it stops it from going brittle. So we tend to try and do that on a hot tub like this, which is a maintenance plan. We're going to do that every time we come, just to keep on top of it. For you guys at home, the more regularly you can clean it with something like that, then it just protects it and keeps it where it lasts longer basically. So build up of moss and stuff that you get on stitching again will all come off by hand. We try not to use any pressure washers or anything on a cover unless they've got really bad, we've got no choice. Again, when you're using a pressure washer, you want to use this back from a distance so you're not taking off any of the vinyl, and it will just look after them for longer. So these filters have been stood now with the cleaner on them for about 15-20 minutes, so we're going to give them a thorough rinse off now and get them back to being white and effective again. What you can do with filters is if you've got two sets, you can always swap them over. So the set that you're cleaning, leave them to dry once they've been rinsed off, and it will just pull all the pleats together again and get them working very effectively. So as you can see, one filter's done, one isn't, so it gives you, the difference in the two. This one hasn't cleaned up too bad, but what we'll probably advise the customer on our next visit is that it's probably time to replace the filters now for some new ones, just so, the cleaner the filters, better the water quality basically. So. So that's the water drained out of the spa now. leaves a little bit of remnants in the bottom, but what we're going to do, we're going to blow the lines through now, back out any of the remaining water before getting out the surface cleaners, putting that on there to remove any stubborn fats, oils and general grime really, to give it a good clean up, and then we'll finish off with a bit of a polish. So that's the spiral vac down. Now we're going to use the surface cleaner to clean up the acrylic, any of the remaining grime basically. This is going to free it, give it a good wipe round. Like I said then, we're going to polish it up and make it look nice. So that's the surface complete. So we've just finished off, like I say, by surface cleaner on the acrylic, cleaned it all down, and then a bit of a polish up. We're not going to be filling this one today because the customer's not back till tomorrow, so they've asked that we leave it drained for them. When we do fill them up, we always recommend you drop the hose down into the filter section so it fills up the pipe work first, filling it up above all the jets to your fill line, and then turning the hot tub back on. So this one will be filled tomorrow, as I say. But that is basically what we do on a service. It's nice and comprehensive. We've got a check sheet that we're going to give you at the end of it, and basically we're going to go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, and then any advisories we'll discuss with you at the end, so you know you're looking after your investment.